Good morning, students. Welcome to your education class, education online class. We were discussing the Buddhist system of education, and today we are in the third part of the chapter. Today we will discuss the some remaining points of Buddhist education: basic principle, role of teacher, relation between teacher students, and the vihar. So. We will start with basic principles. Now see, as we have seen that the life of Buddhist monk were very strict, and it was confined between the basic requirement of life. There was no recreation, and all these recreations and funds were considered as ill activity of the monk or the students. Now today we will start with basic principles. The basic principles which underline and influence the process of education were 10 commandments. So 10 different things, 10 commandments or 10 commands they have to follow as their education as a part of their education. These commandments are basically some restrictions like speaking ill to anybody, lying, taking any intoxicant, taking any interest in dance, music, play, etc., luxurious and scented things, using of luxurious and scented things, accepting gold and silver, and impurity in character. So, take different principles were followed. They must be restricted by the student. This must be avoided by the students. But were they? First one is restriction like speaking ill to anybody, means way of talking was very considered as a very important one, and speaking ill means telling bad words to anyone. Lying means telling lie. Taking an intoxicant means something which is very bad for your health. Taking psychedelics, smoking or drinking, that was considered as a bad activity. Taking any interest in dance, music and play, as I have told you that doing any type of recreations, any type of entertainment was strictly prohibited, and thus you can see dance, music, drawing, playing, all these were highly restricted. Luxurious and scented items of using of luxurious like some good dresses or fancy dresses, and using of scented things, accepting gold and silver from others, and impurity of character, when you are impure from the character. These 10 basic rules were followed by the students, and they were bound to follow. Role of teacher. Buddhist system of education emphasized on the important role of the teachers. So teachers were considered highly important because, as we know, you respect your teachers, you love your teacher. The teacher is also used to love the students. But nowadays you cannot compare the relation nowadays and the relation which was years back. And the relation was very pure from heart, and that time the relation was with restrictions. You cannot say anything to the teacher, but the relation was very pure. If the students will feel any problem, they will go to the teacher and they used to solve. Every teacher had to be of high mental order, so they have to be a balanced one and should have spent at least 10 years as monk. As I have told you that before becoming a teacher, all the students they used to stay 10 years as a monk. He should possess the purity of the character. So, right from the beginning, we are seeing that purity of character is considered highly important. Relation between teacher and student. The relationship between the teacher and the taught was cordial and was based on love, affection, and sympathy. So, the relation was very formal, and it was binded up by love, affection, and sympathy. So, each other they used to share their feeling, they used to love each other, they used to respect each other, and they used to consider both as a human being. The main function of the teacher was to ensure all-round development of the personality of the taught. So, the main aim of education, as I have told you about nirvana, in the same way, it is also considered that the all-round development of personality is very important. Means a student not only should develop their educational quality, along with that physical, emotional, character building, personality development, all were very equally important. Finally, the Vihar, in the right in the first part of the video, I have mentioned that both the Sangha was important, and along with that, monasteries and Vihars were also important. So there were nice and comfortable buildings within the Vihar, both for teachers and taught. Both boarding and lodging prevailed over there. So boarding and lodging means over there, going over there and staying over there, facility was there, and all the facilities which were required by the students were provided in the Vihar. So this is all about today. Remaining a very little part of the video is remaining, that we will do in the final part, that is the part 4 of the video, and go through the chapter thoroughly, and as I have told you, we are going to get everything in the PDF. Thank you so much.